Hey guys, that was my dramatic mask removal to remind you to continue to wear your masks, wash your hands, and socially distance. So I had promised that I was going to upload some videos at 48 hours and all that stuff. So it is now almost a week later after my second Pfizer vaccine, and I wanted to let you know how I've been doing. So if you watched my last video, you'll know that I had a little bit of arm tenderness, but other than that, I was doing just fine. Arm tenderness was gone pretty much by like the next day after the last video. So we'll say maybe 36 hours. But it had gotten better like by the time I woke up for the next day. Again, using ibuprofen, no problems. No other side effects. I had no fever. I had fatigue, but again, I kind of work weird shifts, travel a lot, do a lot, because if anyone knows me, I can't really sit still and I make my own problems. So I don't really think I can blame Pfizer for my own lifestyle. So, doing fine, feel great a week out, really have nothing to add there. I just want to remind people that the vaccination does take a few weeks to take full effect. So I'm still taking all of the precautions I normally would, because your body is kind of like a kid. If you send a kid to school, you wouldn't expect them to graduate, from high school right after you send them to kindergarten within 24 hours. So it has to go through a process of your body learning to develop this immunity. So please continue to socially distance, wear your mask, wash your hands. There has been some reports coming out from physicians and recommendations coming from major institutions saying please do not take ibuprofen and Tylenol as like a prophylactic before you go get your shots. A lot of people have been doing that to try to mitigate the side effects of the actual shot itself, but you're actually blunting the immune response to your vaccine is what they're finding. And that immune response is what you want in order to kind of combat coronavirus. So the recommendations currently are to not do that, but to wait until after your shot, and then you can treat the symptoms with ibuprofen and Tylenol and et cetera, et cetera. So lots and lots of water, lots and lots of rest, treat after the fact, not before. That way you get the full benefit of your vaccinations. A question that came up in my inbox here recently, and by the way, guys, thank you for, trusting me to be apparently your vaccine guru. That shows a lot of trust in me, and, I am not the end all be all, so continue to look out at the research and continue to reach out to your physicians. If you have questions, I'm more than happy to point you in the right direction for your resources. That being said, wow, lost my train of thought. I'll come back around to it. Great seeing you guys post your pictures. I think it really builds trust in the community. Is it cheesy as like a clout chasing thing? Maybe, probably. But, when we as healthcare providers live and work in a community besides our neighbors, like we see them at the grocery store and our friends and family who, are on this kind of like a skeptical thing. They don't know how to read the research that we do. It's really important to kind of show people that, there's a trust thing. So, it's okay to kind of scoff and like roll your eyes like, oh, the vaccine doesn't work unless you post a picture or whatever. And that's fine, make your jokes, whatever. But just understand that people are watching, eyes are on us, and we are kind of the role models for society right now. So, act accordingly. Also, I just want to reiterate that please check your sources. Media sensationalized headlines, check the science behind it. Please don't stop at the headlines, read the whole article before you cast judgments, because headlines are meant to draw you in, not be the end all, be all. So there is that. I can't think of anything that was coming up repeatedly through this, so I'll make another follow-up video probably 2 weeks or so. And if I come up with anything huge, I'll come talk to you, but I got really nothing this time. I think the 30-minute video the other day was enough. Again, any questions, any concerns, reach out to me. If I don't know the answer, I will at least get you to the right place. But hang in there, guys. We've got at least 10 million vaccines here in the United States. So they're getting out there. So we're getting a little bit closer every day. But just keep asking questions, keep researching, and keep washing your hands and wearing your masks. So everyone stay well and have a great weekend.